The truth of the matter is the world is an interconnected global community. Whatever happens in Iran and Israel have complete effect in wherever it is in the world, especially in Nigeria. Shia have almost 9 million people in Nigeria. And that's a nation on itself, right? So they have massive following. And the fact that they have some reliance on Nigeria's powerhouse, their Nigerian supporters, I think it should make sense. And again, when you look at what is happening in the Sahel, look at the terror groups in the Sahel. Most of these terror groups are cells orchestrated and planned by international actors. The major player, you know, in the Sahel, we have about 5 major terror groups, all of them under the umbrella of one terror group that is called Janim. Jamaatul Nasr al-Isra al-Muslimin, that's Janim. So all under them, you have IGI, Islamic State in the Greater Sahara. You also have Masina Liberation Front. You have ISWAP. You have Boko Haram. And then you have Katiba Masina. So when you look at the direction, the guy who is in charge of Janim, which is the umbrella body that is governing all this terror group, is called Iyad al-Ghali. Iyad al-Ghali, this man was regulated, of course, was recruited by some Western interests, by some international actors during the Algerian rebellion against the French in the 1990s. And this is the man that is still heading. And when you look at their strategic direction, they are actually heading towards the Gulf of Guinea. It's not about some Fulani bandits trying to attack some natives, some farmers trying to fight with some herders. It is a strategic movement. The entire global conflict in the Middle East is around control of 2 things: energy and oil, energy and food. Then one of the most important thing again is the mineral resources, but the major thing is energy security and food security. And any country that have control of the Middle East have complete control of the global power. And that is why if you check historical antecedents, most of the religion that came from the Middle East have global spread. But religions that start from China or religions that come from China or India, they hardly spread globally because of the node of the place. That place connect all the continents of the world and almost all the
waters. You can move by land.
You can move by land, you can move by water. You have Indian Ocean, you have Arabian Sea, you have Mediterranean Sea, you have Persian Gulf, and at the same time you have the Euphrates and the Tigris River coming together, binding into the Arabian Gulf. So when you look at all those areas, it's a very massive high traffic area. So whoever control that area, control the whole world. And whatever affect that place flows down to this base. And when you look at the strategic direction of these terror groups, they are coming gradually, hitting the forest, pushing in towards the Gulf of Guinea. Some of them are helping, you know, some of the crises that we have in Benue, pushing towards Calabar. You also have another people that are coming from Ambazonia in Cameroon, pushing towards the Gulf from this side. And from this side too, you have another ones pushing towards Ondo, trying to hit. That is exactly the whole target, to control the energy supply for the African belt. And then we are all sitting and waiting. When somebody in Iran, like the Khamenei, you know, mentioned Nigeria, we were thinking that we should just take it and say, no, this guy should not. No, he is giving a signal. That means we need to up our game. We have to find a way to ensure that we have a very good relationship at the border to push these people, these attackers, to stay in those countries where they are attacking, in Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, and Chad, and Benin Republic, where they are. That is where we need to keep them. And the reason why you see some of these Fulani bandits have massive weapons is because majority of the people leading these terror groups are actually Fulanis. Not that they are supporting the Fulani agenda, but they are supporting the grand agenda that is pushing them, that is paying them. And when you look at what happened in Syria, Shara, the current president of Syria, was an ISIS member. Right? And then he was pushed by the same Israel, and he took over control of Syria, giving them airwaves to get into Iran. Now, the same case may likely happen where we have Amadou Kufa, who is the head of Masina Liberation Front, and then you also have Ilyas Ajibo, who is heading Islamic State in the Greater Sahara. All of them have relationship, tribal, of course, relationship. They could continue to flow weapons.